Daemon and Rhaenyra, the most dangerous couple in Westeros. In Westeros, danger often wears a crown. But sometimes, it comes hand in hand. Fire and blood, passion and ambition. And when two such forces unite, they don't just change the course of history. They burn it down. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you love House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, and deep dives into Westerosi lore. Let's begin. This is the story of Daemon and Rhaenyra Targaryen, not just lovers, not just royals, but perhaps the most lethal alliance in Targaryen history. Feared by lords, hated by rivals, and unstoppable when united, their love ignited a war, shattered a dynasty, and forever changed the fate of the Seven Kingdoms. Today, we uncover how these two dangerous souls found each other, and why their union became the match that set all of Westeros ablaze. Welcome to Daemon and Rhaenyra, the most dangerous couple in Westeros. Born of fire, raised in shadow. Our story begins with two Targaryens, both shaped by the very fire that defined their house. Daemon Targaryen, the rogue prince, younger brother to King Viserys I, a master swordsman, a dragon rider, a man of impulse, violence, and raw charisma. He was the kind of prince the realm feared, unpredictable, disobedient, and constantly dancing on the edge of treason. Then came Princess Rhaenyra, the realm's delight, daughter of King Viserys, named heir to the Iron Throne. Brilliant, proud, fierce, and burdened with expectations no woman in Westeros had ever survived. From the very beginning, their paths crossed often, and each time, the tension between them was undeniable. He saw in her a spark he recognized. She saw in him a fire that refused to die. They were kindred spirits, and that made them dangerous. The rogue prince and the young heir. Daemon's early life was riddled with chaos. He was given command of the City Watch, turning it into a brutal force that ruled King's Landing with gold cloaks and iron fists. He was briefly named Master of Laws, then Master of Coin, only to be removed for offending the court. He thirsted for battle, glory, and recognition. But what he wanted most? Power. And the only path to real power was through the throne, his brother's throne. That's when his attention turned more seriously to Rhaenyra. By the time she was a teenager, rumors swirled of Daemon's closeness with his niece. They shared dragon blood, ambition, and more than a few whispered moments. Their connection frightened the court. And that fear would only grow stronger. Love, lust, and a royal scandal. The real scandal broke during a fateful night in King's Landing. Daemon returned to the capital and took Rhaenyra into the city, disguised, unchaperoned, and vulnerable to every watchful eye. They visited brothels. They drank. And according to rumors, they did more than talk. The whispers were enough to shatter the royal family's calm facade. Viserys exploded in rage. He banished Daemon again and forced Rhaenyra into a political marriage with Lena Valerian. But the damage was done. Rhaenyra had already chosen who she truly wanted. And Daemon? He would wait and scheme. Because the fire between them never died. It only waited for the right time to erupt. 2 deaths and a wedding. Years passed. Rhaenyra married Lena. Daemon wed Lena Valerian. Each had children. Each tried to move forward. But fate had other plans. Lena died during childbirth, her dragon Vaga burning her alive upon her command. Not long after, Lena Valerian mysteriously died, or vanished, depending on which tale you believe. And then, shockingly, scandalously, Daemon and Rhaenyra married each other in secret. Not just lovers now. They were husband and wife. They were the greatest threat to the throne. 2 dragon riders. 2 warriors. 2 political juggernauts. With their union, the path to war became inevitable. Dragons united. Together, Daemon and Rhaenyra controlled some of the greatest dragons in existence. Rhaenyra rode Syrax. Daemon rode the infamous Caraxes, the Blood Wyrm. But more than that, they had military brilliance, political instinct, and the hearts of their children, many of whom would grow up to ride dragons themselves. With each passing year, they became more entwined, not just as lovers or rulers, but as a political machine. While Viserys grew older and weaker, Daemon and Rhaenyra grew stronger and more dangerous. They knew the moment he died, the Greens would strike. So, they prepared. And when Viserys finally passed, the real game began. A crown stolen, a war ignited. King Viserys died in silence. But before Rhaenyra could even mourn her father, her stepmother, Queen Alicent Hightower, moved swiftly. She hid the king's death, locked up loyal lords, and crowned her son Aegon II in the Dragon Pit. The Iron Throne was stolen. And when Rhaenyra found out, her fury was unstoppable. She declared herself queen on Dragonstone, wearing her father's crown and gathering her loyalists. And at her side? Daemon Targaryen, her husband, her general, her sword. From that moment forward, the dance of the dragons began. War in the sky, blood and fire. Together, Daemon and Rhaenyra coordinated the Black Council's moves. Daemon captured Harrenhal. He forged alliances. He was everywhere, leading, fighting, plotting. Rhaenyra, though grieving and increasingly paranoid, ruled with intensity. She demanded justice. She burned bridges and enemies alike. Their marriage was passionate, but it was also volatile. Daemon was headstrong. Rhaenyra was stubborn. But their goals were the same, the Iron Throne for their bloodline. As dragons soared across the sky and kingdoms fell into chaos, they remained the core of the Black cause. But with every battle, the cost grew. And soon, it became clear. No one would leave this war untouched. The deaths that broke them. The war quickly turned personal. Lucerys Valerian, Rhaenyra's son, was killed by Aemon Targaryen, Alicent's son. Rhaenys Targaryen, their ally, fell in battle atop her dragon Meleus. Civilians were slaughtered. Castles burned. Families torn apart. Daemon, in his fury, escalated things further. He ordered the assassination of Aemon's younger brother, killing the child in his sleep. Even Rhaenyra began to fear the man she loved. And when Daemon took to the skies one final time, riding Caraxes to confront Aemond and Vhagar above the god's eye, it was the last time anyone saw him alive. The battle was legendary. Both dragons and riders perished, lost to the waters below. Daemon died as he lived, defiant, daring, and dangerous to the last breath. A queen alone. Without Daemon, Rhaenyra's spiral accelerated. She grew harsher, more paranoid. The throne felt like a curse, not a crown. King's Landing turned on her. Food riots erupted. Her council fractured. Eventually, she was betrayed and captured by the very men she once ruled. She was taken to Dragonstone, where Aegon II, Alicent's son, fed her to his dragon Sunfire, forcing her youngest son to watch. Rhaenyra was gone. And with he. Thank you for watching this deep dive into one of Westeros' most explosive love stories. If you enjoyed this journey into the hearts of fire and blood, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Targaryen lore, Game of Thrones history, and House of the Dragon content. What do you think? Was their love real, or just a weapon? Could they have ruled in peace if given the chance? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, some stories are not just about who wins the throne. They're about who's willing to burn everything for it.